Invincible Season 3 is continuing the epic Invincible saga, and the main villain in the show's new batch of episodes is based on one of the comic's best rivalries. Both seasons of Invincible so far have featured multiple villains, and while characters like the Sequids and Anissa are fun, they have also each focused on one as their main antagonist. Omni-Man was the main antagonist of Invincible Season 1, and Angstrom Levy was the main antagonist of Invincible Season 2. However, the main antagonist of Invincible Season 3 seems to be a pre-existing character that many fans didn't expect. A new trailer for Season 3 has been released, showing off many of the comic book stories that will be featured in the upcoming season. Mark Grayson is in a dark place after the end of Season 2, with him having just killed Angstrom Levy after watching his father get arrested and learning that he has to oversee Earth's conquest in his place. Whilst this would set up another Viltrumite as the main villain of Season 3, the trailer reveals that isn't the case, with it instead focusing on the rivalry between Mark and Cecil Stedman. Based on the comics and the trailer, Cecil will be the main antagonist of Season 3. Cecil has been present since the very beginning of the Invincible show, with him being the head of the Global Defense Agency. Throughout his time in Invincible, Cecil has been Mark's ally, boss, and friend, with Mark and the other Guardians of the Globe working under Cecil. However, the trailer highlights Mark's conflicts with Cecil's use of D.A. Sinclair and the Reanimen, with the trailer showing that Cecil even uses them to defend against Mark. In the comics, the GDA's employment of D.A. Sinclair is only one of several things that puts Mark at odds with Cecil, leading him to leaving the GDA and operating as an independent superhero. Not only is Mark opposed to Cecil rehabilitating murderers like Sinclair, but he is also against Cecil attempting to influence his little brother Oliver, who will become the superhero Kid Omni-Man in Season 3. Cecil doesn't like not being in control of powerful superheroes like Mark, and Mark doesn't like being under the control of Cecil, leading to a fight that will last throughout Season 3. After making his debut in the animated series, many fans are excited to see that Darkwing 2 will return in Season 3, something that is confirmed by the trailer. However, this is actually a major contributor to Cecil and Mark's conflict. In Season 2, Darkwing 2 went mad with him murdering many of the criminals in Midnight City. After Cecil sent Mark in to stop Darkwing in Season 2, Cecil is now using Darkwing as a member of the new Guardians of the Globe, with this being another reason that Mark's attitude towards Cecil sours. In the comics, Cecil sends Mark to apprehend a superhero named Wolfman shortly after Darkwing II's return, with Cecil wanting Wolfman arrested due to his murderous past. This causes Mark to call out Cecil's hypocrisy, with him using murderers like Sinclair and Darkwing while wanting to arrest murderous heroes like Wolfman. This is when Mark truly decides to go rogue, with him helping Wolfman escape the GDA. Cecil doesn't appreciate this, further escalating the conflict between the GDA and Invincible. Although the Season 3 trailer teases that the show will be accurate to this comic book story, it already has made one major change to the Cecil arc. Wolfman is a pre-existing Image Comics character, with him being one of many superheroes that appear in the Invincible comics, but not the TV show due to rights issues. No non-Invincible Image Comics character have appeared in the Invincible show yet, and unless something changes before Season 3, it's likely that the show will swap Wolfman out with another Invincible superhero. Mark and Cecil's feud isn't a small thing, as the duo doesn't overcome their differences until after the Invincible War arc. Mark stays mad at Cecil for a long time, with them fighting at various points throughout the issues that Invincible Season 3 will cover. They only begin to reconcile during the Invincible War, with Cecil realizing that they cannot win without the help of Mark. The arrival of the Conquest immediately after the Invincible War and the return of the Sequids immediately after that requires Mark to keep working with Cecil, warming Mark back up to the GDA. Invincible Season 3 could also feature some new villains as well. Powerplex sees himself as Invincible's arch-nemesis in the comics, with the electricity-themed villain already being teased in an Invincible Season 3 poster and in the trailer. On top of that, if Invincible Season 3 does get around to the Invincible War, then it is also incredibly likely that Conquest could appear at the very end, setting up his proper debut in Season 4.